This is a very common issue that people will find themselves in when they're first getting into music production. Even if you've been in music production for a while, but you're still kind of new to all of this, you might run into this problem where in your DAW, you have your headphones on, or maybe you're listening through your speakers, your mix sounds nice and loud. It's great. You render it down, and maybe you listen to it through a media player on your computer, or you upload it somewhere for streaming, and you listen to it and it's pretty quiet, especially if you compare it to other tracks on a streaming service. Well, there's a very easy and quick fix to this. Plus, it's free and can be done in pretty much any DAW, so it doesn't matter what one you're using. So let's have a look. And before we get into that quick fix, you might want to check some settings just to make sure that it's not something like your master fader being turned down. So this is my master fader. You can see it's at 0. You want to make sure yours is at 0. If for some reason it's being brought down, then return it to 0 so you're getting your full level. And if you turned it down because it was clipping, then you need to go back and adjust all of your tracks because your master fader should be at 0. What I like to do is I start with my drums, and I'll actually start with them on solo, and I'll set the levels to something between like -15 and -10 dB, depending on the song. So I'll look at my levels here, which looks decent. And actually what I'm going to do is bring up the little properties bar here so you can see what my level's at. So it's saying it's averaging around -11 dB. So I'll start with that, and then I'll add in everything else around it. So I'll build out my song. So if you were clipping your master track and that's why you brought that fader down, then go back, start with your drums, set them around -10, -11, somewhere around there, and then start adding your other tracks in and build your song that way. And yes, it's going to sound quiet. So you'll want to turn up your headphones or your speakers, whatever you're working on, so you can hear things correctly. Now, if you've done all of this and your levels are correct, we'll move on to that quick fix. Your DAW that you work in likely comes with a limiter plugin. It's going to be a fairly basic limiter, and that's what we want for this. So this one is Traction Waveform. It does come with a really basic limiter. I'll click on that. Here's our basic limiter here. I know other DAWs have them as well, but I'm not going to show you on this one. I'll show you on one that's available to everybody, but it does the same thing as this one does. If you are using this one, then you just want to set your ceiling. This one's set to -3 by default, and then you would increase the gain. We'll look at that in this other plugin that we're going to get to. So I'm going to delete that. So the plugin that I'm going to use for this is the Toneboosters Barricade V4. And yes, this is a paid plugin, but the demo is free and it's totally unlocked. The only thing you can't do in the demo is save your presets. So you can totally use it for this purpose because there's no real preset for this. You got to do it individually on every track anyway. And if you want, you can actually go in there. It comes with some presets. So you can actually go into the preset here. And the one that I would actually start with is maybe this -3 dB track limiter. It sounds pretty basic. Some of the other presets might have dithering, and you can see that right here. And we don't need to do any dithering for this. You only need to do dithering if you say you've recorded at 24-bit and you're going to be exporting down to 16-bit. You could enable dithering in here, but your DAW likely has some sort of dithering in it as well. But for this, we're not going to do any dithering. We want to make sure that this section right here is set to transparent because we don't want it adding any sort of sound to our track. We're just using this to increase the level. We're not even really going to be doing a lot of limiting on this because we're not mastering our track here. We're just bringing up the level. So what we want to do now is go over here. This is where you set the ceiling, and right now it's set to -3. And we will set this to -0.5. Then hit enter. So there we go, -0.5. And another thing, if you don't use this preset, if you're just going to set it yourself, make sure you turn off this peak compressor over here. We just want the peak limiter right there. And the next thing we want to do is maybe turn on the true peak right here. And we can leave everything else as is for now. So you can see when I play this back, that's how low our levels are without doing any volume increase. They're at like around minus 12 dB right there. So what we want to do is just increase the gain here until we start doing a little bit of gain reduction. So maybe like minus 2, minus 1, minus 3 dB every now and then. We don't want to be constantly doing gain reduction. We just want it to do it every now and then so we can bring that level up, and basically we're just increasing the volume. We're not really slamming this limiter at all. So you can see it's doing a little bit of gain reduction with these little blips here, but it's not constantly doing gain reduction. Really, all it's doing is capturing those snare hits that are really snappy for this song. And I'm okay with doing a little bit of gain reduction every time that snare hits in order to bring the total volume of our song up. So what I want to do now is render this down, and I've already rendered this down before adding the barricade on there, and I'll show you the difference in the actual waveform so you can see that. So let's render this down, but you can see I've added 12.3 dB to this. If I would have just exported it before, it would have been very low if I uploaded it. So I'm going to export this and then I'll bring it into another project. I'm just going to skip ahead for that because you don't need to sit and wait through the entire rendering process. I've loaded both files into an empty project. So you can see here, I have this one that was exported before adding the limiter, and I have this one that is after the limiter. So you can tell just by looking at the wave file, which one's going to be louder. We have this guy. And we can see down here what the level's like. All right, that's pretty low. Let's go to the next one. It is a lot louder, as you can see. So this is done before mastering. You can choose to release that file the way it is. You don't have to do mastering. You can just release it like that. But if you do want to try mastering, you can check out the video on the screen where I go through some of the online AI mastering, or you can try mastering yourself. And I actually have a members only video where I do mastering with free plugins. Thank you so much for watching. For Audio Tech TV, I'm Zane. Keep creating. Fist bump. Thumbs up.